well. So I just want to bring in Avinash on this. Avinash, that's some news that's come in. This is really more coming in from the Trump administration, really planning to end those work permits for those H-1B visa spouses. Give me a sense as to how you feel news developments like this could possibly really pan out, because we keep hearing about repeated announcements that are coming in. Not sure whether you think there are certain companies that one should really be watching out for when it comes to these sort of announcements, so to speak.
No, I think in the shorter term, this news flow could definitely impact IT companies, because obviously H-1B visas is a major component cost for most of the companies catering to larger markets like US and Europe. But I would believe that the longer term headwinds for the US markets would obviously be more important in the fact that hopefully if the US economy improves, you could see a lot of new client wins coming in, and I think clearly the kind of numbers presented by TCS recently clearly point out that the management is very hopeful on the digital piece, BFSI as well as the retail piece. So I would believe that this may be a short-term negative headwind, but over the medium to long term, these factors are not going to impact the earnings visibility of most of the IT companies. I would believe that if a dip does come in some of the IT companies because of this news flow, one should use this as an opportunity to actually accumulate, because the rupee headwind is also going to be positive. A weaker rupee would obviously benefit these companies in terms of their margins.
What worries me sometimes is the kind of reactiveness that we have on a day just after the IT sector showed so much promise and everyone is so gung-ho with TCS hitting the $100 billion mark, and then just the day after one news comes in and then things come crashing down. That's the worry area sometimes, because markets have become very reactive in nature to news.
No, exactly. But Vikram, this is more on sentiment. If you really look at the earnings picture for TCS, I wouldn't be surprised that these are going to be normal headwinds and a kind of an occupational hazard, which happens across sectors. So I don't think investors who really want to pick value should look at these factors. I think these kind of opportunities, whenever they do come in and they present to investors, they should actually make an attempt to actually build a portfolio whenever such stocks correct. So I think rather than looking at the negative side, looking at the positive side would make a more difference.
Good opportunities right now with a Wipro taking a cut of 2.5 percentage points. KPIT Tech is down more than 2 percentage points. Tech